They want a quick closing with like no contingencies, and you got it. And I'm just being straightforward with you here. If it's 150 as is, closing in like a week with no inspection, you're gonna get it. We won't list it.
On this video, you're gonna watch a clip from a live stream I did recently where I found an agent on PropWire, called him and locked up an off-market deal all in about 10 minutes. Best of all, it cost me $0 in marketing. So this is a video you don't wanna miss. Coming up.
For a limited time, you can get a free copy of Jerry Norton's agent scripts with scripts and checklists for getting agents to write your offers and bring you deals. Download it now at agentofferscripts.com.
If you're new here, my name is Jerry Norton. I've been wholesaling and flipping houses for over 20 years. And here on my YouTube channel, I show you exactly how I make millions of dollars a year doing it. So if you want to be a flipping genius like me, subscribe to my channel and watch my videos. One of the methods I teach is how to get real estate agents to bring you off-market deals. And if you do it right, agent deals can be a powerful source of ongoing repeat deals. And recently during a live show here on my channel with my good friend Hugh Boy, who, by the way, did $1.8 million in revenue solely from agent referrals last year, I showed a technique I call the sniper method. Now this is where you find a distressed property that is listed for sale, then you call the listing agent to make an offer, and while on the phone with that agent, you find out if he has any good opportunities that are not yet listed. So we're gonna cut to a clip where I'll show you how I found a distressed listing for free on propwire.com. Then I called the agent and he literally dropped in my lap a distressed property that is not yet listed. This 10-minute clip is textbook for how the sniper method works if you just do it enough and are consistent. Now before we cut to that clip where you can see me do this live, I'm gonna put a link in the description where you can watch a detailed training on how I dominate using agents following a method I call the 555 method. So after watching this video, watch that training so you know exactly how to do 3 to 5 deals a month with agents. Okay, let's cut to the clip and the live call. So I'm in PropWire right now. So if you go to propwire.com, it's free to search in here. So that's great, and download lists in here. And right now I put in Oakland County, Michigan. Last week I did Macomb County, Michigan. And I picked 2 lead types here. I stacked MLS active, so these are listed properties. And then I stacked it with, I picked a different one this week and I did vacant. And it gave me a list of 61 properties. Then I would just start working through this list. And again, you can pick multiple things in here that you can stack together. Maybe you just go high equity. Maybe you go absentee owner. Maybe you go out of state. There's lots of different things that you could play around with in here. I think 61 is a great list for today for me to call on. So I'm going to stick with this. Yep. And then, then I put list price, and I typically go low to high. Here's a $30,000 house in Hazel Park. So if I click on this, I can then get the information. Look, it's down to the studs. This is a great type of thing for me to call on. I'm going to go ahead and contact this agent. So I just click over here, MLS listing, and it's going to give me that information. Yeah. Okay.
Hello.
Yeah, hi Carlo, it's Jerry Norton. How are you, sir?
Good.
Good. Calling you about your listing on Veronica.
Okay.
So I'm an investor looking at this, looking for my next project. What can you tell me about this? Is this a good one for an investor?
You're looking for flips, correct?
Yeah, I mostly flip. Yeah, we'll hold some stuff if it makes sense, but mostly flip.
Yeah. I don't think that there's much room, if anything, in that one because it's already been freshened up, cleaned up. The kitchen isn't new, but it was updated like 15 years ago, so it's not original. It's already been somewhat updated. I don't know how much more of a spread there is in there if you were to, try to do new kitchen and bath and so on and so forth. So I know who you are. I think we've done 1 or 2 in the past together, but I don't think that this would work for what you're trying to do, Jerry.
Yeah, what's the play here then? Buy it and refinance and hold it as a rental? Is that your buyer you're looking for?
Yeah, this would be more of a long-term if it was an investor. Buy and hold. But I think the ideal customer for this is a primary resident.
Is the owner an investor?
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah. Well, what else do you got? I'm looking for something. Do you have anything that's like coming up, not listed yet, that I could take a look at? I mean, really, I'm just looking for something discounted that I can pay cash for. It's got room in there for me to do something. I've got a huge network in Metro Detroit of other investors. So sometimes I pass it off to them for a couple $1,000, Where I really excel is with agents like you that will when you sit down on listing appointments, offer that seller the option for a cash offer. Let me come in before you list it and put a number in front of them. If they like it, great. I'll pay your commission, no problem. I get a lot of deals that way. So it sounds like you're hustling out there, and I know you're going to come across stuff where it's like, yeah, this is perfect for an investor. It's distressed enough to where the seller may entertain a cash offer rather than go through all the hassle of listing and selling.
I'll be honest with you, Jerry. I've actually thought of your name a few times recently. Considered calling you on a couple, but I didn't think that they would end up working for your model. But
it's no hassle, honestly. Like, I don't feel like you're bothering me. As long as you're not offended if I give you a number and it doesn't work, then fine. Let's keep trying.
Is just be upfront, make your best offer, and I know it's going to be a low offer, but make your best offer, and if it doesn't work, then we all know we tried. But yeah, I know who you are. I think you're doing a great job. I really do.
Thank you. And remember too, like, you'd be surprised where you think a seller will not take that offer and then they do, because the speed and convenience of it. Sometimes they just take it.
When there's a serious number in front of them, sometimes I've had people say, no, I won't go lower than 100 or whatever. And then, there's an offer for 80 cash close next week. And they're like, maybe. Yeah. So I know what you're saying.
Okay. Let's set up a little system where we can work together that way. And I'll pay you the 6%. I'll pay you both sides on the deal if you bring it to me. It's just, I win so much more if it doesn't get listed yet and you bring it to me before you list it.
Yeah, I understand.
Because then I'm not competing with the market and we can get something done.
Is this your direct line, Jerry?
Yeah.
Is this your cell phone or what?
Yeah.
Okay, I will save your number, Jerry, and man, I appreciate your hustle.
Let's get some deals done.
All right, we'll talk soon, I'm sure of it.
All right. Thank you, Carl. I'll talk to you soon.
Thank you, Jerry. Bye-bye. Hey, Jerry.
Hey, I just saw your text. Tell me about it.
It's about 1,400 square feet. The lady lived there for about 50 years, and it looks 50 years old. I mean, she didn't do a thing to it 50 years, but Royal Oak's a good area.
Give me the address real quick. I'll pull it up. I love Royal Oak.
A lot of people do, yeah. I was actually planning to list it and just jam a bunch of people through there the first weekend, but...
You think they'll take 150?
They won't look at anything less than that. They've actually had a couple offers already at 135 that they've turned down. It's not even listed. They've just been cleaning out the house. It's extended family. They've been cleaning out the house, and as such, then two different people stopped by and said, hey, would you consider an offer? And they've had two offers around 135, and they wouldn't even consider it. But they would consider 150 without listing it. I'll tell you that right now. Okay.
That's right in alignment. If the back end's 350, that's right where I need to be with a 95 rehab. Now, what am I spending? What am I spending 95 on?
It's a bungalow where they blew out the back.
Mm-hmm.
And so the roof it's not flat, but it's nearly flat. So, they bumped out the back.
Mm-hmm.
And so now there's 2 bedrooms and a bathroom upstairs instead of just one big bungalow bedroom. But literally, you put a new kitchen in, you put 2 new baths in, you put a garage, you tear down the garage that's there, put a new one in, put a whole new driveway in. You're going to do siding, windows, roof.
That's every bit of 95. Yep.
Right. I think it would pretty much button that property up at about $95,000, essentially like new construction. And there's one that sold 2 doors down for $620 about a year and a half ago that was new construction.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, this isn't. But that's what new construction's going for in Royal Oak is minimum $625, $650.
Mm-hmm.
So this essentially would be new construction without, obviously it doesn't have a basement, but without being competitive to the $600,000 and $700,000 houses. Somebody would walk in there and say, well, this is more, obviously more affordable at $350, but it's like a new house.
And you feel good at that number without the basement, the 350?
Okay, there's one. It might be 2 or 3 doors to the east, so I can't give you the exact address. I'm just going off the top of my head, but that sold 3 months ago, I think, for $350. Now, that did have a basement, but it was 1,000 square feet.
It was a small one.
3 bedrooms, 1 bath. Yeah, 3 bedrooms, 1 bath, 1,000 square feet. And that wasn't like new construction. It was updated, but it wasn't like new construction. And that sold for $350 3 months ago.
Here's one up on Kalama, a couple streets up that got 361, 1,400 square feet, 3.2. Yeah, I think you're probably right. I think 350 if you got to do the rehab right, but I think you can get it.
I wanted to say maybe you could push 375, but I'm trying to be straight with you. Like,
yeah,
I know you could get 350.
Well, I'd like to get an offer in on this.
I could meet somebody Sunday if you have somebody on your team that would meet me.
Yeah, I could have someone meet you there for sure. But I'm worried about losing 3-4 days.
I cannot let anybody through there unless I'm there. Sunday would be the first opportunity for you, and I appreciate your aggressiveness. I really do. But nobody else is going to get in there before Sunday.
Okay. As long as I'm not going to lose out.
You're not going to have your guy show up Sunday and I say, we sold it yesterday. You're not. Okay. Nobody's going to see it before you.
Okay.
And if you don't want it, great, that's fine. But I thought of that when we hung up. I'm like, damn it, I should have mentioned that. But I don't have it listed. That's why it wasn't at the forefront of my brain.
That's why I need to call you more often and check in.
No, that's all right. My daughter, who wants to get licensed here soon, who you were, I said, he's a real estate influencer. He does courses. I mean, I know he is.
Okay. Yeah.
She just subscribed to your YouTube.
Oh.
So yeah, let's
tell her thank you.
Get somebody to meet me Sunday. Yeah.
Okay.
Have them prepared to inspect or do whatever they got to do so that your offer is firm.
Right.
They want a quick closing with like no contingencies, and you got it. And I'm just being straightforward with you here. If it's 150 as is, closing in like a week with no inspection, you're gonna get it.
Okay.
You're gonna get it. We won't list it.
If we do 150, how do we do commissions?
That's a good question. I would probably just have you send me a referral fee or something.
Because I want you to get paid, so you like working with me. I just need to know if I have to build it in.
I mean, I know we've done like 2 deals together, and I don't remember it being bad. So, I remember the bad ones. I do. So,
because if I cover you on 3%, that'd be 4,500, but that would mean I need to be at 145. That way I land it. Yeah.
Yeah.
If we do this off market and you don't list it, is the seller still going to pay you a commission, or it's all got to be talked about?
No, like I say, it's extended family, so I was trying to avoid that for them. But if you,
okay, so
send me 3% after the fact, and your numbers work, then we're good.
Okay, I'll do exactly what you said. I'll make sure we're all our ducks are in a row. We just need to confirm that 95 number seems right. And I'll spend a little more time on the back end value, make sure I feel good about that. That way we can put the offer in right away.
Perfect.
But don't have this conversation with anybody else between now and Sunday.
I promise you I won't, Jerry.
All right. Awesome, Carlo. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for thinking on me on this one. Appreciate you. Bye.
Yep.